What's up, guys? Thank you for coming back to the channel. My name is Victor Salcido. I have been an RV salesman for 2 years now, and I want to tell you the 5 things you need to know to get a better deal at the RV dealership. Number 1, stop calling and asking what's your best price. There's an old saying that I still remember to this day from one of my old managers, and I still hear it today. And it's a phrase that you use during a negotiation to get a commitment from someone. And that phrase is, we are not going to negotiate against ourselves. We are in 2025. We are in the age of transparency. We are nationally advertising extremely aggressive prices on new and used inventory. Okay? We are not putting up phony prices for you to call and ask what's the best price for us to come off of it a couple of grand. That would just be dishonest. It would be lying. People are buying these things over the phone, on the internet, without even looking at them in person. We would be doing ourselves a disservice by not putting the best price forward. Now, I understand you want to get a good deal, and that's why by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to get a good deal. Don't call and ask what the best price is. Dealerships are going to beat around the bush. They're not going to be straight up with you. And at the end of the day, they're going to do everything they can to convince you to come in. At the end of the day, guys, if you want to call and make an offer, that's different. But even then, even if you call and say, hey, you have something advertised at $45,000, I want to offer $42,000, you're going to get met with the same thing. How soon can you come in? Number 2, second thing you need to know to get a better deal at the RV dealership, make an educated offer. All the time, I hear people come in and they will ask what the price is on a travel trailer, a toy hauler, a fifth wheel, and let's say the price on the unit we're looking at is $62,000. Immediately, as if it's in their back pocket, yeah, would you take 55? Would you take 40? How much is this one? It's 47? Would you take 40 out the door? What are you thinking? Seriously, do you think, oh yeah, sure, yeah. I just lied to you about the price, and now you offered some, made up number, $7,000, $10,000, $15,000 less than what I just said. What I'm going to say, yes? Guys, not the way to go about it. When I say make an educated offer, what you do is your research. Number 1, you do your research. And number 2, you come to the dealership with a plan. Hey, you have a unit here that I like. However, it's advertised $2,000 more than a dealership, maybe let's say in a neighboring state. Now listen, I'm not threatening to beat their price or else I'm going to go all the way out there because I don't want to drive all the way to Arizona for a trailer. What I'm asking you guys to do is to match that price or give me something a little bit better to make the juice worth the squeeze. Well, when the salesman has to go to his desk manager or his finance manager and say, hey, they're wanting a discount based on this information, it's an educated offer. It makes sense. It doesn't seem like you're playing games, and your offer is going to be respected way more than these off-the-cuff, what's the price, 55? Go ask your boss if he'll do 47. You're going to get nowhere with that. Number 3 way to get a better deal at the dealership, be willing to sign that day. At the end of the day, guys, we are competing for your business. We believe, we are sold on the fact that there is a way for you to do business today. There is a number, there is a monthly payment obligation, there's a trade value, there's something to get you to pass go and do business today. Now, I understand for all you guys listening that are my I need to think about it-ers. All my people that say, I need to think about it, right? If you are someone that absolutely needs to think about it, you need to think about it before you go to the dealership. Because there's nothing more deflating than going to an RV dealership, saying, hey, I'm not buying anything today. Let me tell you guys something. I think I've probably sold, 75 to 85 RVs in the last, year and a half, almost 2 years working here. Out of, I want to say, let's call it 80 deals. Out of 80 deals, probably 95% of them started with the phrase, "We're just here looking today and we're not going to buy anything." So keeping that in mind, right? Keeping that in mind, if you truly are not going to buy that day, don't come. Sure, take a peek at it, but definitely don't go inside and work numbers if you're financially not in that position yet. But that leads me to my next point. When I say financially not in that position, what if you mean, I don't have a big down payment saved up? Then the salesman is trained to say what? Okay, well, what if we could do it without a big down payment, right? You know what I mean? We are going to do everything we can to try to find a way to meet you where you are, meet your budget, meet your monthly payment obligation concerns, meet your down payment concerns. Like, we're going to do everything we can to meet you where you are to get you to take the trailer home or the fifth wheel home or the toy hauler home. You know what I mean? When I tell you to be ready to buy, be ready to pass go, if you're sitting down with us and we discount the price of the coach, we give you some extra accessories, we lower the monthly payment somehow, the finance manager is promising to buy down your rate, right? If we throw the kitchen sink at you and you're still gonna meet us with, I need to think about it, you're probably not going to get the best deal, especially when you come back to the dealership, let's say a month later, and you are ready to buy. What taste do you think you left in the dealership's mouth when they see you?
Oh my gosh, here comes Tom. Remember that guy? We discounted the coach $6,000. We were going to give him $500 in accessories and service. Remember this guy? We told him we were going to throw in a couple extra things. Look, he's back.
Let's be real. That's the taste you're leaving in the dealership's mouth, is that you're coming and you're not serious to do business. So you want to get a really good deal, just be willing to sign that day. How many times have you guys been out to buy something, like a car or furniture or some other big purchase, and you hear the phrase, okay, if you're willing to take this thing home today, we're going to discount it X amount of dollars? How many times have you guys heard that? You guys hear that all the time. Because as a business, we want to get the ball moving. We don't get to feed ourselves or our families on throwing the kitchen sink at you, and then you still got to go home and think about it. We don't get paid. We don't make money. We don't get to feed our family. I don't get to go golfing. I'm sure you guys noticed the Callaway golf shirt. I'm really into golf right now. We don't get to go enjoy the splendors of life if you're just going to go home and think about it. Be ready to pass go when you guys come to the dealership. Number 4 way to get the best price is to stick to your guns, but still be willing to come up. Now, what do I mean by this? This is going to be a little bit of a negotiation tactic for you, okay? Ready? Here's the scenario. We're looking at an RV that's, I don't know, $40,000, right? And let's say the monthly payment obligation is $400 after your down payment. I don't know any of the other details of the deal. Let's play the hypothetical with me, okay? $40,000 trailer. The monthly payment obligation is $400 a month. That's what you're presented with. Let's say you say, you know what, Victor, thank you so much, but I need to be at $250. $250, not a penny more. If not, I can't do the deal. Okay. So you're starting very, very low. Okay. A $250 monthly payment obligation on a $40,000 RV. It's damn near impossible without a huge down. But then again, I'm not the finance manager, so I don't know. I'm still going to let the finance manager know, right? But after seeing this scenario a few times, let me tell you guys this. I'm going to go in there and we're going to adjust things. Maybe we lower the price of the trailer, we take off some stuff, or we want to throw some stuff in. Things happen in that office to have me come out and say, hey, you know what? You drive a hard bargain. We're not quite at $250, but the boss got it from $400 to $350 a month. Sign right here. Let's get this thing rolling. Here's the mistake that I see people make all the time. No, I told you $250. Nope, I told you $250 and that's it. I go back and I keep working the boss. Okay, hey, you're being really tough, but we're trying to work with you. We discounted it X amount of dollars. We did this, that, and the third. It's at $320. Again, mistake I see. Nope, $250 and that's it. Once management or the dealership knows that you have what could be considered an unrealistic obligation, and we keep inching our way down, but you're not coming up, you're staying exactly where you are, well, we're going to end up staying where we are. If you create the illusion that you're trying to work with the dealership, you will get a better deal. If they see that, you're uncomfortable and you're being pushed, well, they're going to be more willing to bridge the gap. What do I mean by this? Let's say you're coming in to look at an RV and you feel like you can't really afford more than $300 a month. Okay, let's just say on whatever you're looking at. So let's say you do all the paperwork and all that, and this is assuming you have the credit to be able to even do this kind of negotiating, because we do see some less than favorable credit customers that come in and want to do the wheel and deal and negotiating. And at the end of the day, guys, if you're coming in with subpar credit, the deal is just going to be the deal. Be happy that you're even being given the opportunity to buy an RV at whatever the numbers are. And if you don't like it, don't buy it, like legitimately. But these are for my customers that have favorable credit or more than favorable credit, okay? So hear me out. So let's say you can comfortably afford $300 a month. Let's say you do all the deal, do all the paperwork, you're inside, you're working out the numbers, the payment's $400. Now you can afford $300. Start at $250. Hey, you know what, Mr. Customer? Okay, it was $400 a month. We're gonna get it down to $375. Okay, well that's better, but it's not quite $300. Okay, hey, I can come up from $250 to $280. Okay, $280 up to, I don't know, $280, $285, but like that's really it. Okay, now they're gonna go back. Now they're at, let's say, $340. Okay, we're bridging the gap. You know what, guys? The absolute most I could do is like $300, dude. You guys are killing me. Maybe they go from $340 down to like $320, but we're bridging the gap. You know what I mean? You go in there, guns blazing, it's $250, and that's it. I can't afford a penny more than this, and that's it. You're not going to be given the opportunity to bridge that gap from where the dealership wants to be to make a couple of bucks and where you financially need to be in order to, still pay your bills, right? Start low, but you need to work yourself up to where your budget is to work on closing that gap instead of digging your heels in the sand, making it so that the dealership has nowhere to go with you. All right, guys, number 5 way to get a better deal at the dealership. Have something to trade in. Have something to trade in. You know what? It's an RV dealership, so you would think if I don't have an RV, I ain't got nothing to trade in. Guys, I've seen people trade in vehicles. I've seen people trade in, power sports stuff, toys, dirt bikes, razors, other side-by-side stuff like that, right? Be willing to throw some extra stuff at the deal to chip down at that principal in order to get the price down. At the end of the day, I was going to, tell you guys to be willing to, put a large down payment, but not everyone's there. Not everyone's at a point to put $20,000 down on a $30,000 trailer. And before you say nobody would ever do that, I just had a deal where a gentleman put 20 grand down on a $30,000 trailer. So it happens, okay? Have something that you're willing to trade in. It will absolutely, just fiscally, like the numbers of it, it will just lower the amount of principal where you're starting from and will make your amount financed a lot less, which will in turn give you a better deal. Hey man, we're at this price and this payment. Okay, well, I can't really afford that. Well, you know what? I don't really drive my, whatever, I don't know what you have. I don't really drive my 2006 Scion XB like that anymore. Can I trade that in? Let's get a book value on it. Well, I'm telling you, don't laugh, don't knock it. I mean, I can't say don't knock it till you try it, because how many of you guys are really going to be buying an RV? But like, you know what I mean? Just keep this in mind. If you're looking to get a better deal at the dealership, really consider, do I really need this motorcycle that I haven't ridden in 2 years? Do I really need this quad? I rode it once or twice. I didn't like the feel of it, but because I spent so much money on it, it's just kind of collecting dust in my garage. Consider trading it. You got some old 07 Focus in the driveway that you're keeping up on the tags and then all the maintenance. You just don't really drive it that much. Consider trading it in. At the end of the day, we sell vehicles. We are a vehicle dealership. We're a recreational vehicle dealership, but we can take stuff in on trade that you might not think we can. All right, guys, those are the 5 ways to get a better deal at the dealership. Do me a favor. I would really appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, leave me a comment. I respond to all of the comments down below. And specifically in the comment section, I want to know, guys, did you guys like this style of video? Should I keep making content like this, kind of giving you tips and tricks in the RV industry? Because if you did, I would love to keep putting it out to you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. I am an RV salesman. I work at a dealership, I-15 RV, here in Hesperia, California. If you're local to me, or even if you're not local to me, and you want to put it in order, text me or call me, 760-559-6103. You can also go to i15rv.com to look at all of our inventory. We post all the pictures, specs, dimensions, all that fun stuff on everything that we have on the lot. If you guys enjoyed it, again, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Have a blessed one.